There was a farmer who had a wife who nagged him unmercifully from morning till night. She was always complaining about something. The only time he got any relief was when he was out plowing the field with his old mule. So he tried to plow a lot. One day, he was caught plowing the field and his wife brought him a lunch. So he sat down on a stump and started to eat his lunch, while immediately his wife began pestering. So, nagging and complaining, it just went on and on. All of a sudden, the old mule lashed out with both hind feet, kicked her right in the back of the head, and dropped her on the spot. Well, at the funeral, a couple of days later, the minister noticed something rather odd. When a woman mourner would approach the farmer, you listen for a minute. Then he would nod his head in agreement. But when a man mourner approached him, he'd listen for a minute, and then he'd shake his head in disagreement. Well, this was so consistent, the minister decided to ask the farmer about it. So after the funeral, the minister spoke to the farmer and said, "Wonder why you nod your head and agreed with all of the women, but always shook your head and disagreed with all of the men?" No, farmer says, "Well, the woman would come up and say something about how nice my wife looked, or how pretty your dress was. So I would nod my head in agreement. Well, what about the man that did they ask? Well, they wanted to know if the mule was for rent." God has just about finished creating the universe, but he had a couple of leftover things in his bag of creations. So he stopped by to visit Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. He told the couple that one of the things he had to give away was the ability to pee standing up. "It's a very handy thing," God told the couple, who he found hanging around under an apple tree. "I was wondering if either of one of you wanted that ability." Adam, excited by this idea, jumped up and begged, "Oh, give that to me. I'd love to be able to do that. It seems the sort of thing a man should do. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, let me have that ability. I would be so great. When I'm working in the garden or naming the animals, I could just let it rip. It'd be so good. Please, oh, please, God, let it be me who you give that gift to. Let me stand and pee. Oh, please." On and on he went like an excited little boy who had to pee. Eve just smiled and shook her head at the display. She told God that if Adam really wanted so badly, and it sure seemed to be the sort of thing that would make him happy, she really wouldn't mind if Adam were the one given the ability to pee standing up. And so it was. And it was, well, good. "Fine," God said, looking back into his bag of leftover gifts. "And what do we have left here? Oh, yes, multiple orgasms."